Oh, hello. Welcome back to the Epic Show. Oh my god, I know it's been so long. It's been so friggin' long, but I've been wanting to bring this back up for so friggin' long. So, here it is. So today on the Epic Show, I will be reviewing one of the greatest movies of all time, in my opinion. Here is it's Highlander. It's the first Highlander from 1983. It was such a great movie. Here's the trailer.
From another time comes a man of great power.
You talk funny, Nash. Where are you from?
Lots of different places.
A warrior of incredible strength.
You've the devil in you.
We've been kinsmen 20 years.
Connor MacLeod was my kinsman. I don't know who you are.
Because you were born different, men will fear you, try to drive you away.
A man uncertain of his future.
What you got here, Brenda, is a guy who's been creeping around since at least 1700.
It's not possible.
And haunted by his past.
Wait a minute, Nash. I want some answers.
You cannot die, MacLeod.
I'm Connor MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod. I was born in 1518 in the village of Glenfinnan on the shores of Loch Shiel. Now I am immortal.
A hero who is about to face his greatest challenge.
You will always be weaker than I.
What can you tell me about a 7-foot lunatic hacking away with a broadsword at 1 o'clock in the morning, New York City, 1985?
Not much.
For he is not alone.
In the end, there can be only one.
Highlander, there can be only one.
And here we are, we're the princes of the universe. Here we belong, fighting for survival. We've come to be the rulers of the
Alright, and that didn't really say much, but Highlander, it follows an immortal swordsman from Scotland who he must confront the last of his immortal opponents, a murderously brutal barbarian who lusts for the fabled prize, as they call it. That was actually a crappy thing of the storyline, so I'm gonna epic break it down for you. Epic break it down for you. Alright, so Highlander, it follows Connor MacLeod, played by Christopher Lambert. Alright, and what happens is it shows the nowadays, as they call it for him, which is 1983, but not anymore. And it also shows him back in the day when he was back in Scotland before he he was already immortal, but before he actually knew it. And it shows him being trained by Johann okay, I'm gonna try to. It's written down here on my computer. I'm gonna try to say it. Johann Sanchez Villa Labos Ramirez. Okay, played by Sean Connery. Okay, I didn't get that one part. Really quickly, just kind of like side note. Anyways, I didn't really get that because Sean Connery, he's Scottish. He's like Scottish down to the blood in his veins. Yeah, that he plays a Spanish guy. Made no sense. He didn't even look Spanish. Scottish guys are really pale, and he was pale. But whatever. Anyways, back to the movie. Alright, so yeah, so it follows Connor MacLeod, last of the Clan MacLeod, after he was exiled because he was stabbed by the main villain that I forget the guy's name now. I'll write it right there. And what happened was he was stabbed there during the middle of a war back in like the 1500s, where he became an immortal, and he was trained by Sean Connery's character Johan Sanchez Villa-Loboso Ramirez. Boom, roasted. Anyways, but yeah, and he was taught by him to, and told him the rules of the kind of like gathering and all that, and the quickening and stuff like that. It was a really good movie. It's a classic. So here I'm gonna jump into a segment of the show called Pros and Cons, where I tell you the pros of the movie and the cons of the movie. All right, first I'm gonna go through the pros. All right, there's like 4 pros. Number 1, it's a classic movie. Everybody should watch it. There's like a couple of my friends that still haven't watched it, and it feels like they're Martians because they haven't seen it yet, which makes no sense why they haven't, because it's a classic. And excuse me, sorry. And then number 2 is the acting was amazing. It has Christopher Lambert, one of my favorite actors of all time, and then another one of my favorite actors of all time, Sean Connery, man. Who can't love that Scottish bastard? Come on, that guy is amazing. This guy's an awesome actor. Sean Connery. Anyways, but yeah, and then next it had the storyline, man. The storyline was great. The whole tournament and the quickening and the prize and stuff like that. It was an amazing movie. I loved every second of it. Now, here goes on to my least favorite part, unless a movie totally sucks. But my least favorite part of the Highlander movie. Here are the cons. First con are the fighting scenes. They lacked. They weren't the best. Some of the moves, like my little sister Anna could have done it. Speaking of which, this is my happy birthday episode for my little sister Anna. Happy birthday! I hope you're watching this right now, because then I'll look like an idiot if you're not. And then anyways, the fighting scenes, they quite lacked in, awesomeness. To be honest, they lacked a lot in awesomeness. But, it was still a really good movie. A lot of continuity errors. I know a lot of people wouldn't notice that, but I take film classes and stuff like that, so I notice those kind of things. But yeah, there was, quite a bit of continuity errors. Like some dude's hair would be pushing one way, and then next shot, his hair would be pointing that way, and then, a sword would be pointing that way, and then, like, sword pointing that way the next shot. It's something that I've just grown with, being in a film class. The effects were pretty bad, was the last one, but you know what, it's 1983. In one of the scenes, you see, like, one of the big computers that they have, editing movies must have not have been fun at all. I don't know about you, but they would not be fun at all. But anyways, so those are the pros and cons of Highlander. Alright, now just to wrap it up, I'm just going to have altogether it was a great movie and a classic. Everyone should see it. One of my favorite movies of all time. It is one of the greatest soundtracks of all time. Also, man, Queen, one of the greatest bands of all time. On the epic scale, I rate that a 7.5 out of 10. It had its ups and downs, but it was still a really amazing movie. I loved it. I loved every second of it. Just a great movie, man. It is on the must-watch list. I will have the must-watch list on the Blogspot. Oh, speaking of Blogspot, all right. Before I sign off, I got a couple things to quickly wrap through. I'm going to be doing more videos on my Jamie Duchesne channel, which that link will be down there. It will be down in the comment section. In the description bar, and also another link will be in the description bar, which will be my Blogspot, where you can catch my reviews of today and other reviews that I will be doing in later episodes. I'll be doing an episode as much as I can. I'm going to try to be doing them at least once every day. I'm going to start using my camera now. I was really lazy today, so I didn't really feel like using my camera. I'm going to be using that from now on, so, like, the video will be clear. I'm not going to be holding it like this. The battery's dead. But that's actually why I didn't want to wait, because the battery was dead, and I was too lazy to find my cord. But anyways, it was a great... Ooh, movie just finished downloading. Alive. Oh. Next movie. Alive. Oh. Such a good movie. still haven't finished it. But anyways, focus. Focus, Jamie. Focus. Come on, dude. You can do it. Alright, anyways, Blogspot. Alright, it will be www.jamieisEpicSauce.blogspot.com. It will be in the description bar below. Check it out. There will be a lot of extra stuff. You know, there will be trailers of upcoming reviews. There will be reviews that I haven't done yet, or reviews that I plan to be doing. There will be a link. If you go to my Blogspot and you read through the review, then you want to watch the video again, there will be a spot on the blog that will show where the video link is and all that stuff. Wow, 8 minutes and 18 seconds. That is taking way too long for a YouTube video. Alright, well, I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to sign off with one of the greatest bands of all time, a song from Highlander. Here is Princes of the Universe by Queen. And, like I always say, damn, that was epic. See you later.